Hello and welcome to Best WP7 Games. Today we're taking a look at I Made a Game with Zombies in it. Or, well, rather, it's actually Zombies on ph0ne, which is a compilation of several games. However, the primary game is I Made a Game with Zombies in it, which is this, which as you can see is a twin-stick shooter. Very straightforward. Right stick shoots, left stick moves, you pick up power-ups, and it's all accompanied with a rather interesting soundtrack, as you can probably hear. In fact, that forms a large part of the appeal of the game. You see, the waves of enemies, the backgrounds, everything you see on screen is timed quite well to fit with the music. Here we can see the actual lyrics starting to appear on the screen. As the music gets more frantic, so too the game. And it's this sort of combination that really, I know sets it apart is the word I'm looking for, but it really helps the game. It makes it feel very punchy, very daft isn't quite the word I'm looking for, but sort of low budget, but fun, and, well, just daft. It's unlike a lot of other arena shooters and a lot of other twin-stick shooters which feel quite clinical. Things like Geometry Wars, great as they are, always feel very strategic and thoughtful. And this realises you don't need that sometimes. But the appeal of games like Robotron was just that it's great fun to kill lots of things in an environment where you know you're going to lose eventually. And admittedly, of course, you can actually win this game, but it's just quite hard. And it's really good fun. One thing worth noting, if you don't like this music, you're probably not going to enjoy the game, as you're going to have to either turn off the music and thus lose a large part of the game, or just be constantly annoyed by it. I'll also point out, normally I'm a little bit better than this. Again, as ever, playing in front of a screen is slightly awkward control-wise. So yeah, you can see the background changes quite drastically. As we go on, it gets a lot more unusual. Well, very different from this. As ever with this sort of game, a large part of it is finding the right power-ups. So there is a bit of luck to the game, and sometimes you'll just be cursed with a not very good selection. Certain enemies really benefit from certain types of power-up. Also, of course, there's things like shields, which will, like that, in fact, just appeared randomly. So as you can see with the shield on, I was able to just walk straight through that enemy rather than shoot them. And of course extra lives as well, always handy. There's a flamethrower over there, which is one of the most useful power-ups, also one of the ones which runs out quickest, sadly. So again, you can see how the levels sort of change with the music, and it's really nicely done. So it seems like the wrong word to use for a game as intentionally simple as this, but it's almost synesthetic. Well, it is synesthetic. It's combining the visuals with the audio in a really clever way. It may not be as pretentious as a game like Res. I should point out I love the game Res, but it does have much the same appeal. Now, quickly show you the second game in the package, Time Viking, which again shares much of that same appeal. It's quite raw. It combines its video with its sound quite well, but it's very different in presentation. As you can see, it's, well, a side-on, still a twin-stick shooter, but you're stuck at the bottom of the screen, which starts to rise as enemies appear, as you'll see, or rather, it starts to rise as I start to kill enemies as they form the rubble of a tower, which is a nice effect, it has to be said. So again, you see here we're being attacked by jumping robot ninja things. If they get to the ground level, they'll run towards you to try and kill you. You can still shoot them when they're on the ground. Certainly, it's not like a game like Tempest where you can't actually aim completely sideways. You can. This is still a twin-stick shooter. It has to, this game is a lot easier than I Made a Game with Zombies in it, but it's still great fun. And if anything, I think I like the music even more. It's a lot in certain ways. Anyway, it's a lot simpler, but it has more. Well, some more interesting quiet moments. We'll probably see them in a little bit. But yeah, you're more likely to finish this on your first go than you would be with I Made a Game with Zombies in it. but it's still a great addition to the package. It's something that's not available in the Xbox Live Marketplace, as far as I'm aware, only on the Windows Phone. And it does help to justify the price tag the game has, as of course it's more expensive than I Made the Game with Zombies than it is on its own, on again, the Xbox Live Marketplace. So yeah, just like I Made the Game with Zombies in it starts to build up and build up. Then a moment, it's not too long now, things get a bit quieter as the as bombs begin to drop. Yeah, it's quite nicely done. There we go. So yeah, and that's Time Viking. This is Zombies on their phone, and it's available on the marketplace now for £2.29. It was last week's Xbox Live Windows Phone Marketplace game. I think, well, an awful lot of people are going to enjoy this.